Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be teaching you something that I was thinking about today that I realized I haven't really explained before, which is that there is a time-limited gated item in this game that you can only get a certain amount of every day and then you can't buy. And you have to farm these every day, basically. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. But on top of that, I have to announce the gym giveaway winners. So on the pinned comment, bang, on the bottom there in the comment section, the pinned comment, there's going to be 5 names. You guys are the 5 winners. Congratulations. Please leave your player ID on that list. Respond to the comment there with your player ID. I will get that player ID over the Playroom, and you will be receiving gems directly just into your account. They're going to appear magically, okay? And if you want to be part of this giveaway, all you got to do for the next one is be subscribed and leave the keyword in the comments when I announce them, and I announce them in the titles of the video, so it's really easy to find them. Now, let's go ahead and get on to the point of the video today. And really the point of the video today is to talk about glyphs and why it is 100% crucial to start from the beginning farming glyphs. If you're wondering what I am referring to in this video, it is in fact glyphs. And the reason I say that I believe this is the most important thing to farm or crucial to start from the beginning is because if you look here, look at this. So I have all these glyphs, and I don't have actually that many of them. I have 38 glyphs, and the majority of these you see I'm stacking on the low amounts of them, 14, etc. That's 28 of them just out of 1-star ones alone. Whereas you look at my pieces of gear, and I have 633 pieces of gear, plus all the pieces of gear that are on everybody else. That means there's a pretty large discrepancy. Plus, I don't have that much speed, right? And if you look at my gear, even my nice pieces of gear there, like on my CFE, +3, +2, +1%, I do not have the amazing glyphs you would think I would have as a massive, in-game whale with all these characters. My glyphs are actually exactly competitive with anybody who has been farming Faction Wars every day that can clear the same stages. Now, that is where I have the advantage because I have character selection. I can clear more stages, but I do not have any advantage at all when it comes to the amount of keys. I cannot purchase keys. I cannot increase the quantity of my glyphs, only the quality of my glyphs by basically whaling out large periods or by having, such a long-term free-to-play account that you could go through and clear the Faction Wars. From the beginning, I would say it is extremely crucial to do your Faction Wars every single day. Because if we look here, and I'll give you an example right now. If we look at my Faction Wars here, we go to the undead one, right? Even if you could only do, like, let's say where you can get the 3-star glyphs, okay? Stage 7, stage 8. Even if you can only do this and be to level 45, a 3-star glyph can make a large difference in arena. If you look at my gear here, let's look at my Arbiter, okay? Look at her gear, +3 on that, +3 on that, +2. The glyphs don't have to be that high star in order to start being helpful. In fact, a large portion of these times when I'm trying to get a good speed row, it just doesn't even show up. It takes so many of them. So I wouldn't worry about not having like the 6-star glyphs because it's going to take so long to get them to row correctly. I mean, look at this. I don't have a single +5 on anything. I have +3, +3, +3. Like everything is +3. So now I'm in a position, because all of my gear is 3 and 4 glyph, that my bottleneck in terms of min-maxing my gear is now glyphs. And the glyphs can be a problem for another reason that we haven't even talked about at all, which is speed tuning. When you go to speed tune things, every single point of speed matters. And for that reason, having glyphs allowing you to move things by just 1 or 2 speed at a time can be a pretty big shift in terms of viable damage in Clan Boss. Back in the day when I didn't have very many options and all I had was Skull Crusher, no of the other counterattacks, bad poisoners, etc., I had to really min-max my speed tuning in order to be able to get any of the chests at all. And I do believe that having the glyphs available will help you do that significantly. Also, there's another thing which I need to mention, which is keep in mind, if you get like a 5 or 6-star speed glyph, that doesn't mean you have to use it automatically on pieces of gear and then it will be a waste or you'll need to replace it later. if you get the speed glyphs, you can just hoard the speed glyphs, straight up hoard them, just get as many of them as you can, and then later on in the game, when you get good gear, or let's say somehow you manage to make it to Platinum Arena or something, you get the crazy gear there, you're a well or something, or you got good gear, whatever it may be, then you have all those glyphs hoarded. Like, I'm gonna try to hoard glyphs if I can now, so that when I do get the Platinum tier gear finally done, I can glyph it out. But once again, if I had been preparing from the beginning, I would not be in the same situation. So learn from my mistake of not preparing and make sure you are consistently packing as many glyphs as you can into your account as often as possible. However, a few basic tips when it comes to Faction Wars. It's been consistently nerfed over and over and over again, but it's still fairly difficult. So there's a few things you're going to want to keep in mind. One of which is I don't recommend building characters specifically for Faction Wars. It's not worth it, especially in the beginning. That's more of a long-term roster thing. What I would be doing is focusing on your primary characters, and then focusing on the faction wars that are consistent with those primary characters. Meaning, let's say your Kel is your best character because you started the game out. Maybe the Dark Elf, Kel is your best character. Let's say you pulled like in the pot, I don't know, a Cold Heart or something. So your Dark Elves are good, right? Maybe the Dark Elves are the ones you work on for now and just get your few basic glyphs, or whoever your starting character tends to be, work on that Faction Wars as a starting one, because you get it early. The reason I'm saying like even your starter you should get going is because on my DM walkthrough series, you can start it right from the beginning, which is actually what I'll do here after this Faction Wars 21, or I'm actually farming 20 here on this account. When this is done, I gotta log on the free-to-play account and farm the glyphs actually on that account as well, and put my money where my mouth is, because those flat stats actually do help pretty significantly, and I'm going to need them on my Bellower. That's the other thing, speed farming, even things like campaign farming, you can speed tune Bellower by making Bellower just fast enough where he goes twice so he doesn't have to have the crit damage, and that's something that can be beneficial from speed. There's just so many things that speed are really required for, and that also can be such a boon and a benefit towards you in the beginning of a new account. Be kind of careful though, because especially in the beginning, it can be pretty easy to kind of bait yourself into wanting to do a whole bunch of these and working on a team over and over again. As you see here, I have 3 Macabs. I thought it would be fun. It was fun. It was not worth the resources. Don't make these type of mistakes. Don't overcommit for something that's not worth it. Really focus on your core and get the glyphs in every single round on the ones that matter, and don't waste resources on memes. When you do actually get the glyphs, there's 2 people you should be worrying about. One of which is the speed glyphs, mostly, I was going to say predominantly, but I guess you need speed tuning too, are going to go on your arena team. The higher end glyphs, the big star speed glyphs you get, you're going to obviously put those on the highest speed pieces of gear on your highest speed set you can, and try to get the most ridiculous singular set of speed you can. That way your arena booster will be as fast as possible and will boost all your other people in arena, and you'll go first and you'll win the game. It's pretty much that simple, okay? So you're going to try to go first. Speed is still in fact a meta. You can do the cheese with the level 1 thing, but it's much better just to try to be faster yourself. Plus, every speed is faster in your dungeons, your Ice Golem, your Fire Knight, your Dragon, all of that. But speed, I would say put that for sure in your arena characters, and things like the high HP percentage, high defense rows, stuff like that. Maybe put those on your tanky characters. Try to build out your people, your Alt and your Valkyrie. But also try to get them on people that are squishy. Like if you have Kel is your poison, or frozen banshee, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with putting like another 1,000 bonus health on that character just to help keep them alive, So you can spread some of those non-important glyphs out, but the speed ones really hone down on, and the accuracy ones you're going to want to hang on to too, because later in the game you're going to want to min-max your accuracy. I wouldn't actually use the accuracy ones for a long time. I would be saving all your accuracy ones as much as possible. Just a quick shout out there on that. Let me know what you guys think of this video. I'm a pretty big fan of glyphs now that I realize they're a lot more important than I thought they were originally. Also, let me know how you're liking the 2-camera setup. I'm getting better at editing and putting things together. And in the end here, don't forget to check the pinned comments for the giveaway winner. And big shout out to Lil Crypt and Uscode in Old School RuneScape for giving me a little bit of gear. I got like some Bandos gear and a Bandos God Sword, and like 75 mil cash and stuff from these guys. So I want to say like thank you for that, because your boy was bleeding to death in RuneScape. So much appreciated. All right, guys, I love y'all. If you want to see more RuneScape content, actually let me know, because I think about starting to pump out some RuneScape stuff on the second channel. Bang, bang, second channel I'll put up here. I'll see you on the next video.